everybody! It's time for a Disney stream! Okay, so I guess I gotta talk real quick. I haven't been here because I'm failing at life, it'd be like that. Oh, I don't have ears on. Luckily I have my ears right here. Okay, now I have ears on. There you go. These are actually special 50th anniversary ears I bought while in the park, because I didn't tell you guys about my trip to the park either. So, it's going to be a fun Disney stream. Okay. So where I've been, what was the last time I streamed? I don't even remember. Let's see when the last time I streamed was. It's like a month ago. Okay, what have I done in the past month? Okay, no, so then I did tell you guys about Disney, because I went to Disney back in May. So I probably talked about it a little bit. Well, I don't think I showed you everything I got from Disney. So I got these really cool ears. They're 50th anniversary ears. They've got the characters in their 50th anniversary outfits. I also got the most adorable little Pooh Bear ears. I love them so much. They have a little bumblebee on them. And because I had BB-8 ears, I had to get R2 ears. So I have R2 ears. Okay. Oh, and I got this new wallet. This I didn't get in Disney World, but it's the Three Caballeros. My new wallet. I love it so much. I love the Three Caballeros. I don't really talk about that enough. I love them. Like, the movie is fine, but the characters, I love them so much. Sorry, I hit the wrong button on my phone. So we're gonna talk about Beauty and the Beast today. So I've actually watched the next 4 movies I need to watch for stream. I just haven't actually gotten on here and talked about them. So I gotta do that. What else is the last thing we did? What else did we do? We talked about Little Mermaid. We played some Kingdom Hearts. I need to do that too. Played some Animal Crossing. So yeah, it's been a little bit. Well, the things that I've been doing. So I was in Disney World in May, which is why I didn't stream in May. And then I streamed a little bit in June at the beginning. And then I don't know, I've just had a lot going on. I've just been tired. I've been planning to stream and then I'll forget because I'll get caught up doing something else. So, yeah, we're gonna talk about not the Little Mermaid. We did the Little Mermaid. We're gonna talk about let me get more comfortable in my seat. Okay. What is under me? Just kicked something. I don't know what it was. Okay. Oh, and I've been doing camp. I did camp all last week. I was teaching summer camp. And I was like, oh, cool. I'll get off of summer camp at 4. I'll have plenty of time to stream. And then I'd come home and be like, I was so tired. Oh my god, those kids. There were a lot. So, anyway. We are going to talk about The Beauty and the Beast. Where's my tab with the movie? There we go. So, this one starts with a storybook opening. No, it doesn't. I thought it did. It just starts with a narrator. I thought it started with a storybook opening. My foot's asleep. I was sitting on it. Alrighty. So, once upon a time, there was a spoiled prince. He turned away. This woman came and said, "Hey, I need some shelter. I'll give you a rose." And he was like, "No, go away." She turned into a fairy and was like, "Alright, you're cursed forever until your 21st year." So we're going to talk about some of the inconsistencies, but we're going to talk about how this movie doesn't make sense. The flower will bloom until your 21st year, otherwise the spell is permanent. He has to earn her love. He has to earn somebody's love, or he'll be a beast for all time. Alrighty. And then it starts with the song. We know the song. Belle. Great song. People misunderstand the song, but we learn a lot about Belle in this song. It's a great introduction to a character, in my opinion. So she sings a song, she goes to town, she says hi to everybody, she gets a book from the bookseller, the bookshop. He lets her keep it. She reads the book to the sheep, and everyone says rude things about her, about how she's weird. Except Gaston's like, she's the most beautiful one in town, so I'm gonna marry her. Even though they're these girls, and these girls are pretty. Oops, not that button. Wrong button. These girls. I think these girls are pretty. They're obsessed with Gaston, but he doesn't like them, so, you know. He thinks Belle is the most pretty, which, you know, I guess. But there's some pretty people in town. She wants a better life. She doesn't like living here. She wants some, she wants to get away from small town. Gaston makes fun of her for reading. She turns him down. They make fun of his dad. Or her dad, sorry. They make fun of her dad, and then we meet her dad. Great way to introduce Dad. He almost blows himself up. It's great. He's trying to make a contraption, and they get it working. And yeah, he's gonna go to some fair so he can win a prize with his contraption. On his way, he gets lost, and this is how the story starts. He finds the castle. Alrighty, sorry, I need a snack. Today's snack is Nerds gummy clusters. I don't have a sponsorship, but I'm going to pretend like I do. Maybe they'll give me one. These are really good, actually. It's just a Nerd Rope bite. Like, they're little bites of Nerd Rope. Like, somebody took up a Nerd Rope and just... Let me show you. Little bites of Nerd Rope. Okay. So what else happened? Let's see. Lumiere's like, you're welcome here. Let me help you guys. Let me help you. And everyone's like, oh, look, somebody's in the castle. Cogsworth is like, y'all, he needs to get the fuck out. And the Beast is like, get the fuck out of my house. Alrighty. The worst part of the movie, I actually saw a post about this earlier. And we're going to talk about it once we finish going through the movie. So, Gaston gets everybody to set up his wedding, and then goes and asks Belle. And everyone's cool with this. Nobody finds this guy weird. So she lets Gaston in. She entertains him. He talks about how they're going to have 7 strapping boys and dogs and all this. And he's like, marry me. And she's like, I just don't deserve you. And she kicks him out of the house and he falls into the mud. And she has another song. She's going to have an adventure. And then Philippe the horse shows back up. Which we have to rate the horses, guys. We have to talk about the horses and the cats. Yeah, everyone has good pets. But Philippe comes back. And he's like, spooked. And she's like, okay, where's Dad? We gotta find him. And they get to the castle. And they're all like, there's a girl in the castle. And she finds her dad. And she's like, I'll take his place. And then so she stays. And then he sends Maurice back to town. He gives her a room, tells her the West Wing is forbidden. Doesn't tell her why, just says it's forbidden. You're supposed to join me for dinner. Oh, best song in the movie. Probably not, but everyone loves this song. Gaston's song. Again, where everyone is just like, yeah, Gaston's so cool. Which they ruin in live action. But we'll talk about that in a minute. And yeah, he just sings a song about how great he is, and everyone's like, yeah, Gaston, you're so cool. So Maurice runs into the tavern that they're in, and he's like, the Beast has my daughter. And they're just laughing, and they toss him out in the snow. So here's where the timeline starts to not make sense. So it just snowed for the first time. We're going to talk about everything, but it just snowed for the first time. Okay. So she tries to... So Miss Potts brings her some tea. And they're talking, and she's like, you gotta go to dinner. And he's like, if she doesn't eat with me, she won't eat. Oh, it froze again. Hold on, sorry. And she's very angry, and the Beast is hurt. She sneaks down to get some food, and we have Be Our Guest. Because Mrs. Potts and Lumiere can't help it but feed her. And we have... This is another line where the timeline starts to not make sense. Lumiere says, 10 years we've been resting. And you're like, so the Beast was only... The flower blooms till his 21st birthday, so he was only 11? What the fuck? We'll talk about that. So, I'm trying to get through Be Our Guest. Okay, and then she asks for a tour at the castle, blah, 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 and they say, well, the West Wing is forbidden, and she's like, why? And she tricks them, and they go sneak off, they run off, and she's like, okay. She sneaks them to the West Wing. And then she finds the Beast's room, and then he screams at her, and then she runs out of the castle. And then she gets attacked by wolves, and almost dies. And the Beast saves her. He fights off the wolves. I'm calling him the Beast because he's the Beast. But contrary to popular belief, no one calls him the Beast in the movie, except like Gaston and them during the mob song. She doesn't call him the Beast to his face. She just calls him him. Like, she just doesn't refer to him as the Beast. And all the people in the castle refer to him as, like, your majesty, your master, or whatever. Because I saw a post where somebody was like, everyone calls him the Beast. Isn't that weird? Like, he has a name. Why did all the people call him Beast? It's like, they don't. They call him your master. Like, master and your majesty. Because he's, like, royalty. No one calls him the Beast. Okay, this is the most important turning point. Everyone, like, misunderstands this scene. Like, no one understands the scene. Okay, this is the scene where, like, I argue against the Stockholm Syndrome argument. Okay, everyone's like, oh, Belle has Stockholm Syndrome, blah, 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 blah. Which, by the way, Stockholm Syndrome is fake, and I'll talk to you about that also. But after he saves her, they're inside, and she's patching him up, and he's, like, looking at his wound, and she's like, I'm gonna clean it, and then they start arguing. And she's like, just hold still, and she starts cleaning it. And he's like, that hurt, and she's like, it wouldn't hurt if you would hold still, and they argue, and he's like, well, this wouldn't happen if you hadn't run away. She's like, I wouldn't have run away if you didn't frighten me. And then he's like, oh. And she's like, well, you shouldn't have been in the West Wing. And she's like, you should learn to control your temper. And they just kind of go back and forth. And she cleans up his wound, and, like, this is where they start to find, like, a medium. And she goes, thank you for saving my life. Like, this is where they're, like, they reach an understanding. And people just don't remember this scene. Alrighty, now here's Gaston's evil plan. he's talking to the owner of like the asylum, and he's like, "Oh, Maurice is crazy. We should lock him up." And he's like, "Let me see." And she'd do anything to get Maurice out of loony bin. And he's like, I mean, they call it that, so I'm just gonna. And he's like, well, Maurice is harmless. And he's like, but the point is, Belle would do anything to keep him from being locked up. So they pay off this guy. And he's like, so you want me to throw her father in the asylum unless she agrees to marry you? And he's like, okay. Well, he says, that is despicable. I love it. And so now we're back to Maurice, and he's gonna go find Belle, and then like, okay, well, they're not here. It was like Maurice or Gaston and them go to the house, and they're not there. And he's like, okay, LeFou, let us know when they come back. Alrighty, now we have them. So now the Beast shows her the library because she likes to read. And this is another scene where they start to understand each other. He's not holding her against her will like he is, but he's like, look, let me make this as comfortable for you as possible. And he like gives her the library. And then they have like dinner together, and he's like slurping his soup. This is another scene that I really like, and they messed it up also in the live action. He's like slurping his soup with his hands, so they're like, here, use the fork or the spoon. And he tries to use the spoon really hard, but he's having trouble with it. And it's really cute. And so she's like, she picks up her bowl and like drinks it out of the bowl. And like, this is like, again, where they come to like understand each other. Alrighty, so then they're out and they're singing something there. There may be something there that wasn't there before. And again, they're starting to sort of like feel each other out. Belle is starting to be like, hey, maybe he's not what I thought he was. And like in this scene, like they're reading together by the fire. And then, okay, dinner time again, where they have, this is the dinner, where they're all dressed up, and Beauty and the Beast gets sung. I think it's the only time they refer to him as the Beast is during this song. And yeah, and then they go out and they talk and everything. And he's like, I want to do everything. She's like, if I could see my father for a moment, you know, I'd love to. And so he shows her the mirror. And again, this is where they start to find an understanding for each other. Is she sees that Maurice is lost in the woods trying to find her, and he looks at the rose that is wilting, like he's got days. And he goes, I release you. Go find your dad. And she thanks him. And then she finds dad, they go home. Chip is with them, and she has the mirror. He gives her the mirror. And then, alright, they're back to take Maurice to the asylum. And then when he's talking about the Beast, she's like, he's not crazy, let me show you. Because when Gaston is like, I might be able to help you if you marry me. And she's like, no, fuck you. I don't need this. And she goes and gets the mirror, and she's like, show me the Beast. I think here she refers to him as the Beast. Yeah, show me the Beast. And then, of course, he's upset, so he's, like, snarling and screaming, so they're, like, freaked out by him. And then she's defending him and everything. All right, and then the mob song gets sung. Kill the Beast. And Gaston says terrible things about the Beast that he's wrong about. And then they lock them in the cellar. Chip. So they're still singing the song. They're invading the castle. All the furniture is fighting back. Chip breaks them out of the cellar with the cool machine. Gaston's going after the Beast. They get everyone out of the castle except Gaston. Then Gaston attacks the Beast. They're fighting. But the Beast isn't really trying. And then Belle shows up and he goes after Belle, and then he gets stabbed by Gaston. And then she's like, you know, and that's when she says, I love you. Right as the last petal falls. It still works. He transforms. He ugly. Look. He prettier as a beast. He ugly. He ugly as a man. But she recognizes him because of the eyes, the kiss. Everything is turned back to normal. We see them all together. The end. Okay. So let's talk about a couple little things. Let's start with the timeline. So the timeline of this movie doesn't really make sense. So when I think about this movie, I'm always like, yeah, she stayed with the Beast for like a year. Like, it makes sense they fell in love. It's not someone she just met. But when she is taken by the Beast and Maurice goes back to town, that is the first snowfall. When they come back, and then during something there that wasn't there before, it is all white and snowy, and like there's a sequel movie that takes place during Christmas, like she spends Christmas in the castle. But when they come back, when she saves her dad and they come back after she's left the Beast, it's like the snow is melting. It's like the end of winter. So she's been gone only like 3 months. And also no one in town seems concerned that she's been gone. So, like, we knew Maurice was supposed to be out at the fair, but I don't know if they assumed she went with him, but, like, no one's concerned about her not being in town. And she seems to have only been gone for, like, the winter. So, flip-floppy on the timeline on that. Here's the other thing. They talk about how, you know, those witch at the beginning, so she says the flower will bloom until his 21st birthday, and if he doesn't fall in love by then, he'll stay a beast forever. Okay, simple enough rules. When did this happen? We don't know. But in Be Our Guest, Lumiere has a line of 10 years we've been rusting, needing so much more than dusting, which implies that the spell has been cast for 10 years. Now, I'm of the belief that if it's been 10 years, what is under my toe? Oh, a command hook. If it has been 10 years, okay, that could conceivably happen. But okay, then we have to say, like, the Beast has to age because he has to get to his 21st birthday. But here's the thing. Chip is like 8, maybe 10 at the most when the spell is broken. Are you saying he was a baby? Like, when the spell was cast, like, do they all age? Did they none of them age except the Beast? Like, because you're telling me that, like, Chip, who's like 8, maybe 10 at the most, like, I think he's like 8. Like, he's a child. He was either born under the spell, which is impossible, or he was like a baby under the spell and then grew up, which seems also very strange, or he didn't age, which, like, seems to have to make the most sense. Like, it's very strange. So I will give people some credit on that, because I was watching the movie, I was like, because Gavin and I were talking, and we were like, he's like, well, I don't think they age. And I was like, but they have to, because she does say, like, in the movie, like, the witch says it will bloom until your 21st year. So, yeah. And then Gaston. So everyone loves Gaston. I actually saw a post about this earlier. I'm gonna pull it up. Here we go. So this is the line he has where he says, it's not right for a woman to read. They'll start getting ideas and thinking. She says, Gaston, you are positively prime evil. And he says, Gaston is really the most terrifying villain because he could be anyone in the world. I'm like, yeah, here's the next part. Later, he convinces the whole town to set up his knowledge his wedding with the knowledge that they would be the bride, that the would-be bride would be thrown into it. Everyone finds his creepy-ass tactics cute, and boys will be boys-esque. So yeah, he's terrifying. Like, yeah, like, everybody just finds him really cool. No one has a problem with the fact that he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get married. Thanks for coming to my wedding. Now I should actually go propose. And everyone just laughs. You're like, what the fuck? 1 year, baby! Hell yeah! What's up, swole nerd? You missed us talking about Beauty and the Beast. We're still talking about it, but you missed the whole going through part. But, yeah, Gaston is, like, really scary. He's just kind of, like, freaky. And then, like, yeah, everyone sings how cool Gaston is later. And they ruin that scene in the live action. So in the live action, LeFou is seen, like, paying off people to sing. As in, like, they don't really like Gaston and he's making them sing. But I don't like that. Like, I like that he's like an evil prince. Because he is, like, by definition, sort of the prince of this movie. Because the Beast is a beast. You know, he's supposed to be, like, the sort of Prince Charming. But, like, he's scary. I mean, obviously the Beast is Prince Charming, but y'all know what I'm saying. What other scene? There's another scene I wanted to talk about. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, the timeline, like I said, it's really strange. It makes no sense. Oh, I want to talk about Stockholm Syndrome. So here's the other scene. I'm talking about Stockholm Syndrome. So this is the scene I'm talking about, if you guys don't remember, where, like, after they were attacked by wolves. So for one thing, Stockholm Syndrome was real. It was made up by a guy who misunderstood a situation. So there was in Stockholm, the sanitary city, a hostage situation at, like, a bank during, like, a robbery or something. And I don't remember all the details, but essentially, when it came time to save the hostages, like, the guy who was holding them hostage was like, I didn't want you guys to be in the middle of this, I didn't intend for any of this to happen, blah, 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 and he was, like, trying to, you know, make sure they were safe and everything, and the cops just didn't care about their safety. The cops were not being careful with their safety, and were, like, ready to barge in there and blow the place up and everything, and, like, so when it came time, like, they were like, we'd rather stay with our captor, like, the cops don't have our, you know, safe interests at heart. And I think it was another case of, like, it was, like, women versus, like, male cops or something. I don't remember the exact. I'll have to look it up again. But essentially it was, like, they didn't want to testify in court against their captor. That was the other thing. And so they invented this, some psychologists invented this idea that, oh, they have a syndrome, they have Stockholm Syndrome, where they fell in love with their captor or something. And it has nothing to do with that. It was the fact that they were not, their best interest was not at, like, the cops didn't have their best interests at heart. They were not trying to protect them. They cared more about, like, catching this guy, and they weren't protecting them. So, and yet the captor was actually like, hey, like, what can I do? I want to save you, I want to protect you, I didn't mean for you to get in the middle of this, blah, 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 blah. So, for starters, the idea of Stockholm Syndrome was made up, and it's fake, and it's not a real thing. So when people talk about Belle having Stockholm Syndrome, like, for starters, like, they're wrong. For two, this scene is, like, we see them come to an understanding with each other. Like, she stands up to him. She doesn't cower away from the Beast. She stands up to him. She's like, and she thanks him. That's the biggest part, is she stands up to him, and then she thanks him. She says, thank you for saving my life. And he's like, you're welcome. And, you know, it's the start of, like, hey, she, you know, we're caring about each other. And then the next scene is, like, he's like, I want to do something nice for her. And I like, do something nice, you know, make it extravagant, make it from the heart. And he shows her the library. And then this next song plays, you know, something there that wasn't there before. And Belle has a bunch of lines about how she's like, you know, starting to not necessarily fall in love, but care for him. Even later in the movie, right here during the mob song, when she's trying to talk about how the beast is safe, she goes, he's my friend. She doesn't say I'm in love with him. She goes, he's my friend. And when Gaston says, I'd think you had feelings for him, she's kind of like, what? But she's like, he's kind and gentle. And that's when Gaston gets angry. He gets jealous. It's not just like, oh, the beast is, you know, kind of like, he realizes she cares more for the beast than she does for him. So that's when he goes, oh, look, well, actually the beast is evil. I'm going to get everyone against you. You know? So, yeah, but And then Belle says she loves him, like, at the end, as he's dying. So, yeah. Let's talk about ranking. I mean, y'all know this one was going to be high, because it's fucking Beauty and the Beast. He's kind of gentle, the exact opposite of Gaston. Exactly. Okay. So, by the way, I've watched, like, the next, like, 4 movies. I just didn't actually talk about them. So, y'all yell at me each week. Be like, come talk about a Disney movie, because I know you fucking watched them, because I have. I watched everything up through Pocahontas right now. And I'll probably watch Hunchback later today. So, y'all yell at me, okay? Y'all come up in here and be like, Tara, where the fuck you at? I know you watched the movie. You better come talk about it. So... ranking. Okay, so it's definitely going to be an A tier. Let's do this one first. It's definitely going to be up here in A tier, probably. I just got to figure out probably the best out of all of these, honestly. Come on. Let me refresh the page. Sorry, it's frozen. Which, we haven't gotten to that movie yet. We'll talk about that movie later. Which, just a small tangent. Kids still like Frozen. Kids like Frozen 2 better than Frozen 1. I had summer camp, like I said earlier. I taught summer camp last week. And, y'all, for one thing, Encanto is more popular than Frozen. For starters. For 2, all the kids were like, Frozen 2 is better than Frozen 1. Frozen 2 is so good. Frozen 2 is way better. And I was like, dang. Okay. I guess I gotta go watch it. Because I still haven't actually watched Frozen 2. Well, okay. It was on. I wasn't paying attention. And Encanto is like the most popular movie ever right now. The amount of times I played We Don't Talk About Bruno. Okay? I had some fun kids. They were great. What was the other movie like? Like, one of the girls knew, like, because I played some Disney music, and one of the girls knew, like, every song I played, of course. And then some of the other kids didn't. Like, I had one kid who was like, yeah, we don't watch movies or TV at my house. I'm like, you don't know Disney movies? What the fuck? He was like, I don't know these songs. I was like, okay. But my other students just dug. They loved all the music. They knew, like, every word to every song. One of them was like, play Circle of Life and play this. But God, I played We Don't Talk About Bruno like 3 times in one day. Like 8 or 9 times overall. Kanto's more popular because it's just better in general, period. I know, but I didn't realize, like, I like it better and like everything. But I didn't realize, like, the kids like it better. Like, they still like it better. I was like, alright, I see y'all. So yeah, Beauty and the Beast is just gonna go up the top. It's gonna get 9 out of 10. Okay, well, this didn't bold. Stuff is opening on my computer. Beauty and the Beast. 9 out of 10. I can't type, y'all. I hope y'all know that. Okay. So let's just kind of go over our rankings. So, like, Bambi's at the bottom. Sorry. I'm still saving F tier. Like, I don't think anything's going to end up in F tier. But I'm still saving it. I mean, Dinosaur or something might, but we'll see. I don't know, Bambi was just, like, really boring. And I didn't like Oliver and Company. I didn't like my music. Like, these just kind of sucked. But I don't know if there's anything, like, worse than that. Like, I don't know what's going to end up in F tier. I don't know. Chicken Little might belong down there. No, I like Chicken Little. Chicken Little's funny. Like, I liked Raya was fine. I just found it boring. I don't think it's bad. Like, I don't think it's bad, and I don't think it should end up in F tier. It's probably gonna end up like D or E. But I don't know what belongs in F. I don't know if anything's gonna end up in F. don't know, I'm gonna watch one of these and I'm gonna be like, oh, that was actually terrible. I don't know. I remember liking Home on the Range, but it's been like 15 years. Like, most of these I've seen, it's just been a long time. Bolt might end up down there, actually. Bolt is pretty bad. Bolt's really bad, guys. I thought it was a Disney Channel original movie for a long time because it's just not very good. And I'd only ever watched it on Disney Channel. I didn't see it in theaters. So, like, I thought it was a Disney Channel original movie. Okay. So, yeah, Swole, you actually sent me something on Discord. I'm gonna pull that up. Let me open Discord. You sent me something I wanted to look up on Discord. Oh, my Discord has to update. Give me a second. Okay. So. Music is better, the plot is better, the underlying life lessons are clear but aren't forced. Sometimes Disney fucked us over, i.e. Good Dinosaur, but sometimes Disney fucked us and make us bust. Kanto Brave, etc. Alrighty. Pull this over here. Let's see. Nope, wrong thing. Disney rant. Disney princess logic jokes that will never get old. Okay, let's take a look at this. So, Disney princesses, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so, making fun of You Can't Marry a Man Just Met. Y'all know I'm going to defend these two, because they didn't marry a man they just met. Also, what is with these images? These are, like, really random images to pick. But, yeah, Ariel did kind of marry a man she just met. After a while, Bree screwed on Belle. She got used to the idea of a guy with soft heart and rough exterior. She wasn't quite ready for the Fabio and the Fabio that the Beast turned out to be. Can you blame her? Beast, is that you? The fuck, I just transformed in front of you. Bitch, please. OMG, there are fireworks and everything. I worked so hard on that. Look at his hair. It's curled better than hers. Every girl dreams of being the most gorgeous one in the room. That's why no girl wants to date a boy who's prettier than them. Okay. Again, I don't really agree with this. That he's a Fabio. I think he looked better as the Beast. I gave it my Lexus haul. Disney movies were never made as beacons for the feminist movement, but The Little Mermaid set women lived back a decade or two. Hating what you look like and where you came from because a man doesn't love you doesn't exactly scream Miss Independent. Changing key parts of yourself, like your appendages to get the man didn't age well. Let's blame it on the fact that Ariel was a young teenager and still had a lot to learn. Okay. I will defend this one a little bit because part of the thing is it wasn't just for a man. She specifically wanted to experience the human world. Like, I'm not going to do a lot to defend Ariel. But she didn't just give it up for Eric. She gave it up because she wasn't allowed to love anything of the human world. And the only way to get legs was to get Eric to kiss her. Had she just been given legs, like, I'm sure she would have gone after Eric, but she would have explored and learned about the human world and asked questions and everything. But she had to spend 3 days trying to get somebody to fall in love with her so she could keep her legs. But the whole scene, like, the whole montage between when she comes on land and, like, before Kiss the Girl, like, it's them doing human things and she's exploring and she's like, oh my god, this is great and everything, and she's like experiencing human world. Like, she's like they're like riding down the carriage, she's driving the carriage and stuff, and like she's completely enthralled. So, and also this, I saved his life, sold my soul, lost my voice, grew legs, and he still won't kiss me. He was gonna kiss her. Like, they were gonna kiss during Kiss the Girl, and the eels flipped the boat. So, like, this is a middle school nightmare. Last to get picked for dodgeball, just like being the last chosen for dance party. You kind of need to be last. My group teacher asked why you don't have a group partner. Let's just assume here everyone in here doesn't like me. Great line. I do like this one. Mood. So, cried out. Speaking of crying and listening to sad songs, the Disney princesses have the sobbing down pat. Ask any 13-year-old and they'll know the drill. If a young girl learned this act from a princess, shout your discontent. That's where my toddler got it from. Yes, you throw yourself across something and cry. Been there. Stranger danger. Okay, here we go. Disney, teach you not to talk to strangers unless they're hot. They met in a dream, and I'm gonna count that because it's Disney. Also, they were betrothed to each other anyway, so that's the thing people forget. So you don't go on romantic dates when animals are loose. Okay. I'm not reading all of this. Long hair, expectation, reality. Okay, we've all seen this one, whatever. It's a Disney movie. Also, I just watched Pocahontas. The animation on her hair is next level. Her and Ariel, and Gavin and I were talking about this, Ariel, even including Merida and Rapunzel and everything, Ariel has some of the best animated hair because she's underwater and they still make it all flow, but it's not one piece and it's all this, so. Overanalyze the situation, immediately overreacts, everything turns out fine. Me. Oh dear, I do wish I hadn't cried so much. I mean me. This is just relatable. This is just me. I'll just cry and cry and cry, and then Gavin will be like, what the fuck? We can fix this. He touched the boob. No wonder why she looks so shocked. I mean, wouldn't you? If he truly loves me, he'll let me sleep. Okay, that one's kind of funny. I relate to Alice. She just keeps randomly eating and drinking everything she sees with the hope that it might actually solve her problems. I mean, y'all know me. I'm always snacking. Look, I got my Nerds here. I got some Reese's here. I got a Coke. That's just me. And I got engaged to Kristoff. Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, come on. I've known this one for 2 days. I mean, yeah. Honestly, I'm going with this one because, she just met Hans. He betrayed her. And what she do? She turned around and be like, oh, yeah, but Kristoff. Bitch, you known this one just as long. Yeah. Anyway. We're not going to dunk too much on Frozen right now. Me, every time I see a dog. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is that scene I was talking about earlier. This is when they're, going around, and she's like, oh my god, getting these human experiences. What makeup remover was on Mulan sleeves, and where can I get it? I mean, need me that. What's that post about me? Well, no, but if the shoe fits. Anyway, yeah. Okay, I've been there. Do not cut your own bangs. Do not. I've been there. Here's the thing. If you have curly hair, or even the slightest little curl to your hair, do not flat iron your bangs and then cut them. I've been there. I did that. I thought I cut them here. I cut them here. It was really bad. Do not cut your bangs after you flat iron them. Profile picture, tagged photo. I mean, yeah, we've been there. Some of these are just these are just funny, memes. These aren't because this was Disney Princess Logic jokes. These aren't jokes. These are just memes. Who are you and how did you find me? Facebook? I mean, yeah. Questions if it's safe to ride. Has a tiger for a pet. I mean, but at least you know the tiger will maul you. You don't know if the carpet's gonna hurt you. I mean, yeah, we just talked about the dramatic sobbing already. Forget realistic expectations about romance. Disney taught me to explore alternate uses for my kitchen utensils. Yeah. Hades understands. Oh, I love this one. This one's different. He's honest and sweet and wouldn't do anything to hurt me. He's a guy! That's my best Hades impression. I hope I did good. Girlfriend made of ice. She's perfect. This one's really funny, actually. Even the best friend will take a look sometimes. Yeah. Raised in the Jungle by apes. How in the world is he shaved? I don't know. He got Dollar Shave Club. I just want to trim a few split ends, take it off. Been there too. So has Gavin. Oh my god, Gavin has luxurious long hair. It's down to here. He wanted it about here. You want to what was he saying? He was saying he wanted the shortest part. The shortest part kind of down around his ears. He wanted it kind of shorter than my hair, but kind of right around here. And he got his hair cut to like all the way up here. He had like a fucking bowl cut. It was bad. It was terrible. He had really short hair for a long time, and Gavin does not do short hair. Oh, it took forever to grow. Finds a random corpse in the woods, kisses it. We talked about this movie. Like, we talked about this. Not a random corpse. Person he likes. Person he's met. Found out about her laying in the woods. Like, goes and saves her. Like, he kisses it because he wants to, like, say goodbye. Whatever. Get you a girl who can do both. Okay. Cinderella happened day. I don't know how your name. How will I find you? Never mind. I know how. Oh, there she is. That'll do it. I mean, not really. So I've made the decision to trust you. A horrible decision, really. Cheers to Flynn Rider, closest Disney ever came to making a realistic male character. He's the best. Flynn Rider's the best. I'll never understand why Ariel just didn't grab a pen and a pad and tell Eric that Ursula stole her voice. I mean, this one's a wild piece of contention that I can't really defend because she does. Everyone talks about, well, she signed her name on the contract so she can clearly write. And it's like, yeah, but I don't know. It's a movie. There'd be no movie. That's the biggest part. There'd be no movie. Do you guys want a movie? Sometimes you suspend your disbelief just a little bit. Again with the Stockholm Syndrome stuff. I want to do something for her. You could set her free, you asshole. Ever. I appreciate John Smith here for a second. He's so into it. 10 out of 10. Go John Smith. Me thinking about how I paid up front for 3 years at Disney Plus, so I've still got 1,095 days left. I mean, cool. Beauty and the Beast 2 lost in IKEA because Belle and the Prince need some new fucking furniture after it all turned into humans. Oh, there's thunder. Now, that's a valid point. You can just set her free, but he does, so it doesn't really count. Exactly. Like, alright, you laughed too hard at this. Okay, let's see. Very, very rich, but somehow ends up dating a crackhead thief. Actually marries the crackhead thief. What you do, girl? What you doing, girl? LMAO. Bullied so badly she started talking to mice. Wore stripper heels to a formal event. Marries a sociopath who likes feet. Prevented her father from killing a violent colonizer. Donald Trump wouldn't be a thing if she minded her business. Sweet and poor. So traumatized by Where My Hug at Gaston that she falls in love with an animal. Talks to IKEA dishes. This is not funny. Like, it's not. I don't find this funny. Whatever. Looking at my bank account this weekend, like, me. Y'all, me. Cause so here's the thing. I work at Mellow Mushroom, and usually, like, each night I get paid all my tips in cash. Like, they give me out all my tips. So I go to the bank and I deposit them. So I'm constantly getting money kind of throughout the week. Even though we get our paychecks on a Friday, and that has, like, my hourly rate, I get all my tips given to me in cash all throughout the week. Well, this week I worked summer camp. And they didn't pay me at the end of the week. Like, I'll be paid probably in, like, another week. You know, they'll pay me. Well, so this week I had, like, no money. It was, like, last week, obviously, I worked at Mellow Mushroom, deposited all my money. And then this week, I wasn't getting money each week, but I was spending money. And so I was like, fuck, I got no money. Zoom call audio only, Zoom call with video. I mean, yeah, we've all been there. Everything will change back at midnight except the shoe. Whatever. We're not going to get into that one. I mean, this one, yeah. You can't go now. It's only midnight. Let's get the one thing straight. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I mean, whatever. Pretty sure this chick's account is frozen. Slipper was a perfect fit. How did it slip off? Whatever. It's magic. Learns English from an English girl. Has an American accent. I mean, yeah. I don't think this page ends. Like, it just keeps getting longer. Like, I'm looking at the little thingy over here, and, like, I'll scroll down, it'll go down, then it'll bounce back up. I think this is just, like, one of those endless, like, posts. When you've had a few drinks and you can feel the hoe coming out, yeah. Ariel, why do you wear seashells? Because B shells are too small and T shells are too big. Okay, that's a fun one. How a girl flirt with me, how I flirt back. I mean, okay. 50 years... Y'all got me with this one. I can't. Some of these I don't like. Yeah, most of these are just memes. Like, they're not funny. Yeah, I'm kind of done scrolling through this because it doesn't stop. It's just not ending. Says you love his life, forget what you look like, and has to put the shoe on every girl in the kingdom. Again, not gonna get into this one. My closet. Are we going out for classy or slutty tonight? Yeah. Okay. Mute naked girl on a beach. Seems legit. I'll put a ring on it. Did y'all watch the movie? He literally doesn't try to marry her. He literally is like, I'm trying to find the girl that saved me. He actually, like, kind of ignores her. One does not simply let it go. Funny. Things we learned from Tangled. You can defeat a whole army with a saucepan. It's okay to run away with strange men. I mean, I'm not going to get into my Tangled rant. We're going to stop. I'm just going to stop. Because I don't trust your judgment. Anna, excuse me? Kristoff, who marries a man she just met? Okay, so again, these three hadn't just met. This one already betrothed. This one already knew them. You know, okay. This one, they don't get married till the third movie. Evil queens are just Disney princesses who worked in customer service too long. Yeah. Alrighty, we're kind of done with this one. Let's see what BuzzFeed has for us, though. Alrighty, let's see. It's time for you to decide if the newer Disney movies are better than classics. No. Old Aladdin is better. I'm mostly doing this because I want to see how much people, like, picked the new stuff. Old Lion King. Okay. Old Beauty and the Beast. So let's compare these numbers. So, 26% of people picked new Aladdin. Yeah, drew me on the first few. You go down a rabbit hole of semi-funny memes. Yeah. It was fine, but eh. Too many people picked new Aladdin. This is a little bit better, but still, 12% of people preferred the new Lion King? Really? And then this one, 35% of people? Like, I know I had Emma Watson, and I like her, but she didn't do a very good job in that movie. I haven't seen New Cinderella. I'm sure it's fine. It's just Cinderella. Like, there's so many versions of Cinderella, but, like, old Cinderella is still going to be better. New Alice in Wonderland. So, these don't feel like... The new Alice in Wonderland doesn't feel like an adaptation of the Disney one to me. It feels like it's just another adaptation of the, like, Alice in Wonderland story, which is fine. And that's kind of how I feel about Cinderella. Like, I feel like it's kind of just another adaptation of Cinderella, so it doesn't really make a difference. So this one's fine. I mean, whatever. Like, these two are fine. If you prefer the new one, that's fine. If you like the new Dumbo, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you people. I haven't seen the new Jungle Book, so again, can't judge it, but still prefer the old Jungle Book. Gonna pick the old Jungle Book. I just want to know how many Disney classics you've watched. All of them. Hold up! We counting Princess and the Frog as a classic? Do y'all just mean 2D movies instead of 3D movies? I thought we were talking like Golden and Silver Age. Tangled's on here. What do you mean? How are these classic films? Y'all just mean not modern era, I guess? And nothing after Frozen? What the fuck? But I've seen this. And these are just the princess movies so far. Okay, and Alice in Wonderland. What the fuck is this list? Cinderella has become a character or a movie trope now. Yeah, Cinderella is kind of in its own category. Do you see this list of movies? Sweetie, you have to come see this. Okay. Princess and the Frog, Snow White, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Beauty and the Beast, Tangled, Alice in Wonderland, Mulan, Aladdin, Little Mermaid, Hercules, and Lion King. How the fuck are these classic movies? Are you just talking about anything before 2010? Because Tangled came out in 2010. I know that was like 12 years ago, and don't tell me that that was 12 years ago because I'm going to cry. How the fuck's that movie 12 years old? But what the hell? These are not... I mean, I've seen all of them, so... I have to keep this open in a new tab. Okay, just keeping that open because I have to show that to Gavin. I'm gonna scream. I'm dying to know if you've seen 14 out of 14 of my favorite Disney movies. Let's see. I'm not even like... Yeah, I've seen all of these. Like, I don't even need to click it. Tara gonna have a breakdown on live stream. Bro, Tangled is 12 years old. The movie came out in 2010. And then Brave came out in 2012, right? Oh, shit. I should put movie. Yeah, 2012. Won't cry yet. Tangled was 2010, y'all. 2010. We is old, small. Don't tell me that. These are the 62 most popular animated Disney movies. How many have you actually seen? All of them, I bet. Yep. I'm surprised these are on here. Okay. Check off each popular animated Disney Pixar movie you've seen. So, Dalmatians, Bug's Life, Goofy Movie, Aladdin. Yeah, I've pretty much seen all of these. So, I'm not going to count Brother Bear. And y'all going to be like, but Tara, you've seen Brother Bear, I'm sure. I have seen Brother Bear. It's been like 15 years. I couldn't tell you a damn thing about that movie except a guy gets turned into a bear because he tried to kill a bear. I think that's what happened in that movie. I don't know anything else. So we're not going to count that. Chicken Little, Cars. Enchanted. Okay. Yeah, I've seen it. Unfortunately, I've seen Onward. Unfortunately, I've seen Raya. Why the fuck is Black Cauldron on here? Black Cauldron almost killed Disney. I've seen A Good Dinosaur, unfortunately. I've seen all but one, pretty much, because or all but two. Wait, what did I not check off? Did I not check off something else? Oh. I just misclicked and didn't check off a couple of them. I thought I clicked all of them. Okay. I've seen all but one. I'm a Disney fanatic. Like I said, I've seen Brother Bear. It's just been so long. These are 12 highly rated Disney movies. I'm generally curious how many of them you've seen. Mostly I want to see what's on these lists, you know? George of the Jungle. I mean, I've seen it, but like, I'm surprised it's on here. I haven't seen Cruella. Tell us how many of these Disney movies you've watched and we'll give you a new hobby to try. I'm kind of curious. Okay, I've seen Jungle Book, Pinocchio, Cinderella, Dumbo, Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, I mean, I've seen all of these, so... Pottery. I should do pottery, guys. Let's do pottery. Ooh, who are these Disney birds from? Okay, which movie is this bird from? He's from Encanto. He has a name? His name is Pico? I didn't know he had a name. Okay, I'm a fake fan. But I know about the toucan. Iago is from Aladdin. This is Maleficent's bird. Is that... Oh, is it not? Oh, I got tricked. Oh, no, I did. I got it right. I clicked the wrong one. It's like, I got tricked. No, I didn't. It's Maleficent's bird. I just clicked the wrong one. I'm stupid. Not Lady and the Tramp, Fox and the Hound. I was like, it's one. This one is Little Mermaid. Lion King. He's from... Oh, now y'all gonna fuck with me. He's from one of the Rescuers movies. I just don't remember which one he's from. Because there's two birds. They're two different birds. I'm gonna go Rescuers. He's from Down Under, of course. The first one, I guess. Fisik Frush. I don't know how to pronounce that. Because the Crash Landings... Yeah, he was from Down Under. He's the one from Down Under. There's a bird in both. There's like a seagull in both of them. I just can't remember which one he was. They're like brothers. They look very similar. I think they have different colored scarves, or one has a scarf and one doesn't, or something. I don't remember. Winnie the Pooh. Isn't he an albatross? Albatross, that's what he is. Did I say seagull? I'm stupid. Clearly you know more than I do. I'm an idiot. It's from Sword in the Stone. Chicken Little. Moana. It's my boy! It's my boy, Panchito! I love Panchito. He's from the Three Caballeros. You're from Robin Hood. Fantasia. Alice in Wonderland. So I only got... I only got 2 wrong, and one of them was a misclick. I said the right thing and clicked the wrong movie. Anyway, welcome to the stream, by the way, Fisik Frosh. I think that I'm saying it right. Fisik Frosh. I don't know how to pronounce that. But welcome to the stream. I'm Tara. Hi. We're just doing some quizzes. I just talked about Beauty and the Beast. Okay, I'm glad I'm pronouncing it right. Fisik Frosh. Okay. Yeah, we were talking about Beauty and the Beast, and I'm just kind of doing some quizzing, hanging out. This is what I do on my Disney streams. But yeah. Oh, Soul Nerd, I forgot to show you. This is my new wallet. It's got the 3 Caballeros on it. Speaking of birds. It's my boys. I also got the matching backpack. I went on a shopping spree the other day. So let me show you the backpack. Put this off to the side. 3 Caballeros Loungefly. I got the Beauty and the Beast Barbie. Ooh, like the special edition one. Like which one? So this is the backpack. I didn't know this existed. And then I was at work one day, and somebody came into work with this backpack, and I was like, I have to buy it. So I Google searched 3 Caballeros Loungefly, thinking about the backpack, and then it was finished with wallet, and I was like, there's a wallet too? So I bought the wallet as well. I don't know, I got it like 20 years ago. Yeah, Alrighty, we've got to pick one of these movies. Ooh, this is gonna be hard. Because y'all got Brave and Cars. Y'all trying to kill me. But yeah, so I'm kind of obsessed with the 3 Caballeros. They're my boys. Donald, Jose, and Panchito. I watched the, when I had COVID a while back. That was the other thing. I had COVID after Disney World. I think I streamed after that and told you guys about it. But yeah, I had COVID after Disney World. It sucked. I watched the 3 Caballeros TV show that's on Disney Plus, The Legend of the 3 Caballeros. It's pretty good. It's not perfect. But it's fine. It's fine. I don't want to turn this into a 3 Caballeros stream, but yeah, it was fine. Life is a highway, damn it. Ugh, I don't know, because Brave is so good. You're really gonna make this hard on me. Okay. At this point, I'm just gonna fucking flip a coin. I don't know. Gotta pick Brave. Ooh, wow. 18, only 18% for my buddy Cars. This is easy. Like, Toy Story 4 sucks. Monsters University sucks. Between The Jungle Book and The Lion King, I mean, Lion King is a superior movie. Pick one. Oh, this is so easy. Pinocchio, Zootopia, Big Hero 6, or Cinderella? I gotta get my girl Cindy. Well, this is hard because most of these movies aren't very good. People liked Monsters University? I think so. Frozen, Alice in Wonderland, Planes, or Dumbo? I'm gonna go with Dumbo, honestly. Frozen was, of course, the top choice. Why is Dumbo on here again? I mean, Tangled. Was there more than one? Yeah, Monsters University is the second Monsters movie. Tangled is my movie, so going with Tangled. English movie titles are different. Ah, I see. Yeah. Yeah. I always forget about that. The movie titles are different in different places. Yeah, Monsters, Inc. is the first Monsters movie, and then Monsters University was the second one that came out, but it's a prequel. So. Okay, yeah, that was it. That was short. Okay. Ooh, most people can't identify these movies by their final frames. Can you? This is a good one. By the final frame? Then yeah, I liked Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc. was good. I didn't like the second one. I didn't like Monsters University. I'm notoriously don't love a lot of the sequels of movies, but yeah. This is the end frame of one of the Lion King movies. Is it not the end frame of The Lion King? That's what I thought. Okay. This is Finding Nemo. This is Toy Story 2. This is Coco. This is Atlantis or Treasure Planet? No, this is Atlantis. Oh, Toy Story 2, that's the best sequel ever. Yeah, I mean, that hardly counts as a sequel. That's like its own movie. Love that movie. Ooh, now you're making it hard. I think this was the last shot of Jungle Book. Yeah. This is the last shot of Frozen. Is this the last shot of... I think this is the last shot of WALL-E. Yeah. Princess and the Frog. Alrighty. Yeah, I know too much about Disney, guys. I watch too much Disney. Can you name where in the world these 25 Disney movies are set? Okay. This will probably be the last one we do, and then we'll be done for a little bit. Oh, click on the map? Oh, y'all asking too much of me. I don't know my geography. Hold up. I'm not good at geography. I thought you were going to be like, give me a list of countries. I was like, I can do that. Takes place in France, though. I know that one. Lilo and Stitch? I don't even know where the fuck Hawaii at. Is that Hawaii? That's Hawaii. Enchanted? That's like New York. Encanto? It's in Colombia. Colombia is like right here. Yes. Finding Nemo? It takes place in Australia. Mulan takes place in China. Ooh, I might be able to do this. 101 Dalmatians? Is that in the UK? Yeah. Mary Poppins also in the UK? Princess and the Frog? Louisiana. Oh my god, I might got this down. Emperor's New Groove. It takes place in South America. I don't know exactly where. Or Central America, maybe? I don't know. Peru. Got it. Pocahontas. Takes place like here, Virginia. Tarzan? I don't know where the hell Tarzan takes place. Where the hell does Tarzan take place? I ain't watched Tarzan in a long time. I don't remember. Just gonna click randomly. I mean, it takes place in... Oh, it takes place in Africa? You're gonna do countries and I was gonna say, it's in the jungle. Which jungle? I don't know. Look at the difference of this, though. Virginia. Hold on, what is this? Severe thunderstorm warning. Okay. Peru, like very specific. Louisiana. Africa. Okay. Y'all know there's countries in Africa, right? Bolt takes place in the U.S. somewhere. Jungle Book. I don't know. India. It takes place in India? Okay. See? I don't know. I was like, is it in Central America? Hercules. I mean, it takes place in, like, Greece, right? Greece is, like, right here. Yeah. Beauty and the Beast, France. Brave is in Scotland. Turning Red takes place in the United States somewhere. Oh, it takes place in Toronto. I'm stupid. It takes place in Canada, not in the U.S. Coco, Mexico. Oliver and Company, New York. Soul. I don't remember where Soul takes place. New York? Okay. Ratatouille, also in France. Luca, Italy. Rescuers Down Under, Australia. Brother Bear, somewhere in the U.S. Oh, it's in the Pacific Northwest. Okay, well. I did better than I thought I would, considering I don't know a map. Okay. I'm saving this other Disney quiz. I have to show this to my boyfriend. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Oh, since you're new here, Psychic Frosh, I'm gonna show you what we've been doing. So we've been making this tier list, this like ranking of all Disney movies. So that's what I've been doing in these streams. I started Snow White, and I've watched everything up through Beauty and the Beast now. Oh, I said psychic, didn't I, instead of physic? Sorry. Physic Frosh. So I've watched everything up through Beauty and the Beast, and I'm working through the rest, and then I'm going to do Pixar. And I've made this ranking, so this is kind of how I've ranked Disney movies so far, where they all are, so yeah. I can explain my placement for any movie if anyone is curious, if anyone's been like, I haven't really kept up with the streams, why'd you put this one here again? I can totally tell you. But I don't watch most of the Disney movies. I just got hooked by the Beauty and the Beast tile. Ah, I see. Yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with Disney movies. I love Disney a lot. Let's do a quick review of the lowest tier. Okay. Bambi, the movie is just kind of boring and nothing happens. It's not very good. Make Mine Music. So Make Mine Music was one of those collection movies where it had a bunch of little shorts in it. The fact is, I couldn't tell you what most of those shorts were. I like those. It was very boring. I didn't really like it. Most of the shorts sucked. The token one was the whale who wants to sing at the Met, and there's a cockroach on my desk. I'm trying not to panic. Sorry. It's walking away from me now, so I feel a little more comfortable. I'm trying not to scream. So, yeah, the Make Mine Music just kind of sucked. It didn't have a lot of fun to it. I couldn't remember most of the shorts. They were kind of boring. They weren't very interesting. Oliver and Company has the best deaths, but the movie just didn't really make a lot of sense to me. I didn't like the plot. The characters really were interesting, in my opinion. It's just kind of meh. Alice in Wonderland, it's fine. It's I get what it's going for, but I don't like it. It makes me feel like I'm on an acid trip. And I get that that's the point, but I don't like to feel like I'm on an acid trip. So I don't really like Alice in Wonderland. But yeah, that's my lowest tier rankings. And then, yeah, everything else, yeah, these are my personal opinions. Like, the biggest thing about, like, bottom tier is, like, bottom tier especially, but a lot of these I've kind of taken into account. Would I watch it again? If I'm sitting there and I want something to watch on Disney Plus, would I watch it again? E tier is, like, probably not. Talking about acid, do you know the movie Mandy? I do not. Mandy? Let's look it up. I don't know that movie. Oops. Was not trying to shrink this. Can this go big again? There we go. Mandy. No, I don't know this movie. It looks like some sort of, like... Is it like a slasher film? What is this? Oh, it's a cult movie. Yeah, this doesn't sound like anything that's up my alley. Bloody Vengeance, Deadly Fire. cult stuff, yeah. It stars Nicolas Cage. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not really into like gore stuff and things like that. Oh, getting a headache all of a sudden. Okay, no, maybe it's like right here at my temple. Super trippy. I mean, like I said, it's cool. I know people like that kind of stuff, and I can see why some people would like what is it, Alice in Wonderland? But but yeah, like based on like whether I would watch it again, like E tier, unless I'm like sitting with somebody else and they really want to watch it. D tier, maybe. Like it's probably not my first choice, but yeah. C tier, okay. Like again, not my first choice, but if it's on, I'm more interested. B tier and A tier, like yeah, I would watch these again for sure. A tier, more likely to watch it again than B tier. Although I should probably move up the Three Caballeros, honestly. I really like the Three Caballeros, but I don't want to move it around too much. I don't want to mess with this too much. Like, I really liked a lot of these movies. Some of them, like, I had never seen before, and I didn't think I would. Like, The Rescuers. Never seen that before. I was like, S tier, should go buy the merchant. S tier, I will worship the movie. So it's going to be Tangled and Encanto for sure in S tier. Don't know if anything else is going to make it to S tier. Oh. I mean, okay, you say you'd buy merchandise of it. I have merchandise of a lot of these movies because my pin board. Let me grab my pin board. Okay. So I have, most of these are Disney pins. So I got that in Disney World, or Gavin got that for me. I have, let's see. So I got Dolan. These are the Mice from the Rescuers. That's Bianca and Bernard. I have BB-8. He spins. I have Kingdom Hearts Mickey. I have Kronk, Stitch, Pooh Bear, and Tigger. This is just a Minnie Mouse Converse. It's very cute. Honey, you mean Hunkules. Tangled, of course. I've got a lot of Tangled pins. Pooh Bear, Tinkerbell, Rapunzel and Flynn, Rapunzel, Pascal, of course. Minnie with the Eiffel Tower. Somebody bought this one for me. This is a special 50th anniversary pin for the castle. Somebody gave this to me. It's like, I don't know what it is. It's very cute. I think it's supposed to be an Animal Crossing house. And then, let's see. More Rapunzel. My Happy Place is with You, and it's Minnie and Mickey. Flynn Rider, Kingdom Hearts. This is Hortensia, Oswald's girlfriend. 2019, this was Mickey's birthday. These are Tintin pins. This is from Meow Wolf. This is a Disney Paris pin. This is Donald's hat. This is from Roger Rabbit. It says, I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way. And then this is also Animal Crossing. I like the spinning ones. I do too. They're very fun. So, that's my pin board. I'll put it back up in a minute. You should practice archery. I've kind of always been interested in archery, but I don't know. I'm not very athletic. I don't have a lot of free time. I need to get into a sport. I want to get back into yoga. Archery is a little much for me, I think. I've always been interested in it, though. My dad actually bought my brother for Christmas one year, like a practice bow and arrow, and we had fun with that. But mostly what we did is we used the target for throwing knives, which we threw in our house. You guys don't know this about me. Swole, you don't even know this about me. Okay. When I was a kid, we had it's good for your back, especially when sitting at the desk most of the time. Oh, I don't stream all the time. I actually only stream a couple times a week. I have like a day job, so I'm not sitting at the desk all the time. I know. Thank you for that concern, though, because I bet that's really good for your back to stretch it out. I just slouch a lot. I should do better. But when I was a kid, we had a target that my dad bought for my brother's bow and arrow. So it was a very soft foam target because it was made just to practice with. But we took it and set it up in the hallway at my house, set it up on a table, put some stuff behind it, some like sheets behind it, and then in our hallway took our throwing knives and threw throwing knives at the target in the house. The little table, my dad still has a table. The table that target sat on is so cut up from all the knives, like sticking the knives into the wood. There's a dent in the wall from where I missed the target and like overshot the target, and it like hit the wall over the sheet that was on the wall. Yeah. My dad was crazy. My dad let us do some stupid shit. But I still have my throwing knives. I should go back to doing that, throwing knives. They were fun. Yeah, I need to get into yoga. That's what I need to do. Shit, that sounds awesome. Yeah. Also, you got Captain Haddock. I don't know if he's on here. No, it's just Tintin and Snowy. I do have. We should go ahead throwing one day. We should go knife throwing. I do like Tintin. I have all of the books. They're packed away in storage right now, so I can't show them to you. I don't have room for them in my house right now. But I have them in French, because I'm French. Axe throwing one day. Oh, axe throwing would be fun. We should go when the Renaissance Fair is back. The name of the dog varies hard. Yes, in French he's Milou. I prefer that to Snowy. Filou. Filou. I like Filou. It's closer to Milou. Milou is what his name is in French, which is, I'm pretty sure the original written language was French. But yeah, I have all the books in French. In German, it's Struppy. Struppy. That's fun. But yeah, Milou is what it is in French. And I really like the Tintin series. I need to get back into it, rewatch it. It's been a while since I've like consumed Tintin, but my favorite stories. I loved the movie that came out a while back, The Adventures of Tintin, the like 3D animated one. That one was a lot of fun. But I haven't watched the original cartoon in a little while. I haven't read the comics in a little while. But my favorite one is the I can't remember the name in English all of a sudden. The Secret of the Unicorn and Red Rackham's Treasure. Sorry. I was like, I can't remember it. Which is the stories that the movie was based on, the recent movie. So that made me happy. But yeah, those are the two I like. Red Rackham's Treasure and The Secret of the Unicorn. So anyway, it's kind of devolved from the original Disney content, but you know, it always happens that way. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. Look what my cousin got me. She got me some Squishmallows because she works at Walgreens and they have a ton of them. This is Tank and Wizard Mickey. So, makes me happy. But yeah, I love Tintin, so I'll have to talk about Tintin on stream one day. But yeah, I will. Scout's Honor. So one of those quizzes has George of the Jungle. Yeah, I remember. Scout's Honor. I'm gonna get back to streaming, guys. The biggest thing that happened is my schedule at work. They're giving me better shifts, but it means I'm working a lot of nights because that's where the money's at. So I'm not free to stream at night all the time anymore. And most of you guys are all at work during the day too, so it's not like anyone can watch me during the day. I'm going to try to stream Animal Crossing some more again, at least in the mornings. But yeah, I'm going to try and stream some more. It's just, yeah, I don't have as much free time in the evenings because they're giving me, like, yeah, my manager's like, yeah, have you noticed I've been giving you better shifts? I'm like, yeah, but you're giving me all night shifts. Sometimes I want to work morning shifts. So that's what's going on. But I will get back to streaming. We'll pick up Kingdom Hearts again soon. Yeah, I'm probably about to get off of here, so I'm going to do my goodbyes. We're going to see if there's anyone to raid. Oh yeah, there's plenty of people to raid. What is she doing? Oh, my friend is doing karaoke. We'll probably bother her. Yeah, so I will post a schedule, or I might just kind of do random streams when I have time and I'm feeling up to it. Tomorrow's 4th of July, and we're having a cookout, so I won't be streaming tomorrow. So there's that. But I will be, streaming again soon. I'm gonna see, like I said, I'm gonna see how my schedule works out this week. But yeah, and then again in 2 weeks I'm teaching camp, and like I said, while I have the free time, I was very tired after camp, so I may not stream those days, but we'll see. Good night, Physic Frosh. You have a good one. I hope to see you again on our stream soon. I'll be back at some point. But yeah, I'll be back again soon, guys. I promise I'm coming back. I'm just been a lot going on. I haven't even gotten into all the nonsense. My car is not working, and I gotta buy a new car, and been sick, been tired, been working a lot, all sorts of stuff. So, oh, I forgot to show you, Swole. I showed it off before you got on stream. My ears I got in Disney World. So I got R2 ears, I got these Pooh Bear ears, and I got these 50th anniversary ears. So. Ooh, R2 ears. Yeah, because I already have BB-8 ears, but I didn't have R2 ears. So I got R2 ears. But yeah, so let's raid. We're gonna raid Byakuyan. She's fun. This is my friend. I went to college with her. So yeah. Anyway. I'm tired. And yeah, we're gonna raid her and bother her while she does karaoke. So be nice, all that. But I love you guys, and I'll see you later.